Why don't you hurry up and get it over with? Because I'm going to get my money, whether from you or I'm going to get paid through unemployment insurance, right? That is the topic today that we are going to discuss. Hello, everybody. I'm Mr. B. And yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today, right? Since a lot of people seem to enjoy the business security side of things. So that's what we're going to discuss today. Security guards getting unemployment insurance benefits, right? So let's think about it for a second, right? And this only relates to the state of New York, right? So in the state of New York, all employees are entitled to unemployment insurance benefits. So what does that mean? That means if you lose your job for anything that's not a fault of your own, the state will give you a certain amount of money if you meet the qualifications, right? They will give you a certain amount of money so often until you get a job, right? So in this industry, right, we have all over the place, right? I'm not talking about, my company, but I'm not going to lie. Sometimes we do have situations where people have to get fired, right? So I'm the type of employer who believes in corrective action through coaching, right? I'm very big on that, right? I'll give people the benefit of the doubt, right? I will show them what they did wrong, where they went wrong, and I will tell them how to correct it, right? I will give them the benefit of the doubt to prove themselves that they will not make the same mistake again. And unfortunately, there's people who just they don't want to be told what to do, right? They feel that they are always right and nobody can tell them anything, right? So those are all the type of people who will always wash out, right? You just don't make the cut here. I'm sorry. I'm not going to keep telling you, showing you, coaching you the right way to conduct yourself as an employee of my company, right? It just doesn't happen, at my company. It happens all over. This is just the way people are these days, right? But my problem are the people who, and again, it doesn't happen often, but the people who do not change their course of conduct to align to the company, right? They just don't care, right? So then they turn around and they'll try to throw in your face, hey, look, are you gonna fire me? Hurry up and fire me. I'm gonna get unemployment. Uh-uh. It doesn't work like that in the state New York anymore, right? The state barely has any money as it is. They don't want to give any more money out to people who don't deserve it, who don't need it, right? So if you get fired with cause in the state of New York, which means you did something wrong that you knew or should have known was wrong, you're not going to get unemployment. I'll say that again. If you did something that you weren't supposed to do or you knew that you weren't supposed to do it, you're going to get fired, buddy, right? And then you're going to turn around and you're going to try to apply for unemployment benefits, right? They may give it to you right in the very beginning until they investigate, until your employer has a time to controvert the claim or not controvert the claim, right? Right? So you may get some benefits in the beginning, even though you just lied to the unemployment insurance board and said, hey, look, I lost my job because they didn't have any work available, or I lost my job because of this and that, right? If you conceal the fact that you got fired for misconduct or with cause, right, that you lost your job, and you turn around and you tell the unemployment insurance board another reason that's not the real reason, they will find out and they will make you pay all of it back. Again, they will make you pay all of the money back plus penalties for willfully lying to the unemployment insurance board. And I'm not BSing you guys. I'm not trying to scare anyone. This is what's going on right now, right? They're tired. Small businesses, big businesses are tired of people showing up to work, not doing what they're supposed to do, right? They get written up, corrective action reports, they get coached, blah, blah, blah. They still don't care. They don't want to be told anything, right? So unfortunately, it gets to the point where, hey, look, for my company, right? If I have a toxic person, a toxic person, or somebody who's hard headed who just doesn't want to be coached, hey, look, bye. It is time to go because I'm not going to have you jeopardize the financial well being of your other employees, right? Coworkers, our clients, or our company. It's just not going to happen. So now I'm quick to hit the fire button. You're fired, right? But that's only thereafter building a case on you. And I'm not going to lie. I tell everybody all the time, hey, look, as soon as we start seeing a pattern of you doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing, we're going to start a paper trail on you, right? And I hate to say it, but we're going to give you the rope to hang yourself, right? We're going to do corrective action through coaching. We're going to tell you everything that you have to do. And if you don't correct your behavior, we are going to give you the rope to hang yourself. We're going to build a file on you that the file will be so big that there'll be no chance that you will win in court, right? Because why should you take those benefits from other people who actually lost their job because either, okay, a site shut down or there was a furlough or, there was no work available? Why should those people not get the benefits or get less benefits because there's a ton of other people lying to the state, right? No, you don't deserve it. No, you're not getting it. And yes, we will we will controvert every claim that is made to the unemployment insurance board of people who do not and should not have the benefits of getting money every so often, right, because of their own actions. So it really depends on your employer, right? So what has to happen is your employer, obviously they need to keep a paper trail on you, right? Every time you get written up, paper trail, right? A lot of people think, oh, if I don't sign the write up, it's not valid. No, 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 no. That's not true. That's not true at all, right? If you refuse to sign a write up or a corrective action report, we'll just put a note down, right? And witness it. Hey, look, we did this, 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 and this. This person refused to do this. Here's a witness at the time when we attempted to get the person to sign. They didn't sign. Boom. The unemployment insurance board said that's good enough. That is good enough. So we take it a step farther. We'll email you, we'll text you, we'll call you into the office, right? So there's absolutely no chance for you to say that you never knew that you were written up or given a corrective action report, right? A lot of companies are behind with that type of record keeping, and unfortunately, they will always lose their cases because they do not set a concrete foundation to controvert a claim, right? So, unfortunately, they lose a case. Their rate goes up eventually over time. But it's not like crazy amounts that'll go up unless you're having like 50 unemployment insurance claims a month, right? So, a lot of people they try to use it against their employers because they think if they get fired, they're gonna get money. It's not always that. It doesn't happen like that, and it's at least not happening anymore because there's not enough money to go around anymore. So the people in Albany are starting to get very, very smart about what they do because a lot of people are taking advantage of them and they're tired of it, right? So, like I said, a lot of employees at other places will try to use it against their job. You know, they'll even though they been given the corrective action reports and all those things, they just don't fix it, but then they throw it in the face of the employer. Oh, go ahead and fire me. Go ahead and fire me. Fire me so I get that money. No. Like I said, even if you do get the money and they do find out that you got fired and you lied, you willfully lied, which is fraud, they will make you pay it all back, right? And if you don't pay it all back, they will hit you with a judgment. They will start garnishing your wages. I mean, that's just the way it goes, people, right? But again, there are people who deserve unemployment benefits, right? People who lose their job, a site shut down, they're furloughed or, things along those lines, right? But then everyone else who lies or gets fired with cause, no, you absolutely do not deserve unemployment insurance benefits. Get yourself up, go find another job, and likely screw up there until you mature and realize your mistakes, right? Work is work. You're paid to do a job. If you're not doing the job, you just don't care, you will no longer be with that employer, right? So, as a security guard, you need to just show up to work, do what your employer expects you to do what you're being paid to do, regardless of if you feel they're asking you to do something that is not worth or equal to the pay that you're getting, right? You still need to do the job. You signed up for the job, right? At a later date and respectfully, you can turn around to your employer and say, "Hey, look, I'm doing this, and this. I'm doing a good job. Hey, look, I think I deserve a raise. Is there any room to give me a raise?" Right? Just don't go in there demanding, this and that, right? Because times are hard for everyone, right? So everyone's trying to save where they can. But if you're not deserving of a raise, you won't get a raise, right? So it's important to do your job. I'm not saying kiss your employer's ass. No, I'm not. But you need to do what they expect of you so that you get noticed and then you get rewarded, right? But again, if you try to cheat the system, it's going to come back and it's going to bite you on your ass. So, you know, just be careful with what you do. You don't want to get written up. You definitely don't want to be getting called in front of court to explain why you lied on your benefits form because it's fraud, right? They could they could potentially pursue criminal charges against you, right? But 9 times out of 10 they just want their money back plus more for you lying, right? So, let's just avoid all of that, do what we're supposed to do, right? And if we are entitled to unemployment insurance benefits, then let's get it, right? Let's tell the truth about it, right? And, we'll avoid any issues, right? So I just want to hop on quick and talk about that in, a short segment. And I hope that gives people a little more insight into, what actually is going on now in 2005 with unemployment, right? So again, don't threaten your employer to fire you because now they will fire you, right? And if they have a paper trail on you, it's over, right? So don't even think about lying to the unemployment insurance board because they're going to find out, they're going to come back for their money, right? So again, take care of yourselves, be smart, don't do what I wouldn't do, and until then, I'll see you next time.